We start by adding 2 suspensory fixations to the GraphTech preparation station, one pull-up XL device on the tibial side or fixed end of the preparation station, and one pull-up device on the movable end. A 2 cm vertical incision is made 2 cm from the ATT and 5 cm above the medial joint line. The semitendinosus tendon is harvested with a Linvatec tendon harvester. The tendon is cleaned and reshaped to form a regular band. The tendon is placed on the GraphTech station. The first loop is secured on the tibial end with a clamp, and the 4 strands are created around the 2 pull-up loops. The first figure of 8 stitch is made with a number 1 absorbable thread. The first loop of the graft must be transfixed to ensure it is firmly secured. Great care is taken not to pass the needle through the pull-up braid. A second similar stitch is made by leaving a 5 mm space. The graft is then stitched up along one entire edge up to the femoral pull-up device, after which the other edge of the graft is also stitched up. Great care must be taken once more not to pass the needle through the pull-up braid. The entire length of the graft is then calibrated. The graft is placed on the GraphTech station and manually tensioned without forcing. It is then covered with a wet swab. A femoral tunnel is then drilled at a 4.5 mm diameter with an inside-out approach through the antero-internal portal with maximum knee flexion. A pretibial tunnel is drilled outside in with a tibial aimer set at 60 degrees to obtain the longest possible tunnel. Next, the tibial tunnel is drilled at its final diameter along its full length. The knee is placed in full flexion to drill the blind socket with a cannulated drill placed on an eyelet pin. The ideal length being of 20 mm, the operation is controlled through arthroscopy. The eyelet pin is then used to pass a traction thread. The graft is then placed by traction from the tibia to the femur until the graft is firmly lodged inside the blind socket. The femoral button is then flipped by pulling on both traction threads to make sure it is flipped outside the femoral cortex. The femoral pull-up device is then progressively tightened. The tibial pull-up device is tightened after having placed a plug inside the empty portion of the tunnel. The free ends of the 4 pull-up braids are cut and the incisions are closed.